Welcome back to another episode, folks. I know it's been some time since I made a video, and I just kind of wanted to showcase something here that everybody's been requesting of, and there doesn't seem to be a lot of it out there. Now, today we are in the ruins of old Peniel, basically the old hole. But here I'm grouped up with a buddy of mine from my guild, and I just zoned in. I just killed this elemental here, and it pops up my advanced loot window, which is also \ADVL. So here I don't have anything on this. When you right click and hold, you can look at this. The items here can be used in trade skills. Now, since I'm in a group format, I am the master looter here. So looking at this, we have actions. I can click it and wait for it to go through, but we're not going to do that just yet. I can click on the manage button here, leave it on corpse, or I can give it to a person directly. Click their name and then click give. If you click this button here, it will automatically roll the item for the whole group that's potential to loot it. ND is need. You need the item. That's a one-time click per item. So if you get multiples of it, you can click one here, one here. Greed, GD is greed. You want the item, but you don't need it, so you just want to greed to sell it maybe. No, you don't want it at all. AN is auto need, so it says always need it. So if it comes up, it'll always need, and you'll always roll on it if it's rollable. Always greed is AG, means the same thing as greed, but it's all every time it comes up. And then NV is never. So you never want this item, so you click never. And this is off what tells you what mob here. We're going to go ahead and click auto greed on this. See, it automatically puts regular greed up. So you can set all to all these different features here: ask, roll, enable free grab, and then you can click a character to give it to you. And then you set that, and then if you set it to the character, I'll set it to myself and click set all, and it'll automatically loot it. Now if that item comes up again, it'll automatically loot. So we're just killing these things to kind of show. And if you are too far away from an item or from a mob when it dies, then this little section here will be red. If you are accidentally die during the fight and the rest of the group kills the item when you're rezzed back, the items will be in red. You just have to find the mob, walk up to it, and click it like you used to click the old mobs. So the advanced loot system is something different than the original, because originally you had to walk up to the mob, right click it, and see what they had on it, and link it in your group, and then you would kind of divvy up the loot from there. So this down here, receive money, these little things here are in the loot settings. So if you pull up the loot settings, I have auto split coin. You could take that off if you don't want, if you grouped with yourself and you only want coin on one character. Advanced looting system, if you don't want to use the system, you click this and turn it off. This will confirm, remove an item from the filter. So if you want to remove an item from the filter, this one here shows the loot window automatically when a new item pops up. You have this button here, click below, it says when a new item pops up. Say we have never drop of mercury, we'll greed that. Loam encrusted gloves, we'll greed that for tribute. Earth elemental parts, I think those are used for shaman stuff. Malleable loam, that's sellable item. Pearl earring, we're going to grab that. And we're going to leave that behind. So we're just going to click no on this. So we're going to set all. and the one we set to no is still on here. So then we leave it on the corpse. So you could set it up for a master looter to loot the stuff, and they could divvy up the loot, and when you come across the loot, first time it's on the loot table, see, that should auto greed. If you want it to auto greed, you can click this little button here and it will automatically roll it. If you don't want it to auto greed and you want to have the master looter doing it manually, you click the little button here and wait for it to highlight down. See how the timer is just slowly clicking down here? Slowly not turning red. Once that goes through, you'll be able to set the item for loot parameters. Means it'll if it's on auto, it will roll. We don't need that, so we're going to never that. So we're just going through here, and I'm going to greed that because that could be sold. We are the only one in the zone, so I'm not interfering with anybody's camping. I know it's a low-level zone. Now see how this turned yellow? You can click that, and whoever rolls for it, you get a roll here. I rolled a 468 on that. And then whoever gets the highest roll will go to their personal loot window, and then they can set to loot, leave, need, greed, or never, or leave all, or loot all. So, like I said here, we can set to always. These we don't have, so we're going to leave them behind. So here's a new mob. Look at that, we got the rusted ore oxide again. Sorry, we're waiting on my cooldowns. So all these are massive constructs. Here's that drop of mercury again. This time we also had crystallized sulfur. I must have never needed that. Stoneheart, it's for a quest. We're not going to want that. So we're going to set all to loot, and then we're going to leave the rest behind. So if you feel like this helps you out a little bit, then that's awesome. If it doesn't and you need some more help, feel free to ask around. I'm sure people will gladly help you. But the advanced loot system is there for everybody's benefit. And it's just to help the game flow better. So all that loot that we talked about, that ADVL, the loot settings, that auto split coin, every time we kill something, all that auto split goes right into our bags. So it's not like you're not getting your loot. And you can also, if as a necro they like having the corpses there for their ability to summon a bunch of dead that were dead in the area, you can also leave something on all the bodies for that too. It's just, if you get a chance to play with it, that's great. If this helps you out, that's even better. So I hope you all have had a great time and enjoying your time in Norath. And I hope this video helps those who are looking for the help. Otherwise, I think that's all for this time, and stay tuned for more videos if we come up with more. Till then, have a wonderful hunt.